Hey ladies, this is directed to you. I want to talk to primarily moms who are facing parental estrangement. And you have been piled on by your sons and daughters about what a terrible person you are. And you seem to be at the receiving end of negativity. And I'm going to tell you, first and foremost, the only answer you should have for your son or daughter is the word no. And if you, like me, are around the age of 50 plus years old, and I'm going to be 56 here around the corner on May 2nd. And so, if you've been through some stuff where you were laid off from a job, maybe you were downsized in the home arena, whether you lost your home, you had to sell your home, now you're renting. Maybe you downsized your car as a result of a loss of income. Maybe you started over in a new course of employment and maybe you're not making much. Maybe you've faced some stuff in the workplace. Sorry, let me back that up. Maybe you've faced some stuff regarding health, a diagnosis with cancer, endometriosis. Maybe you're dealing with heart issues or cancer. Maybe you've lost a child due to a passing, whether it's inflicted or not. Maybe you've lost a parent. You're going through changes in your body. I have as well when it comes to perimenopause and menopause, and you feel like you don't have the quality of life you had before. So, with your already full plates, which you've been managing because you keep getting up and you keep moving forward and you keep looking for that open door, and your son or daughter is throwing poison darts at you, of which you've stood in front of that dartboard. What I want you to do is I want you to move away from that. Just get out of that space. And when they start throwing things at you, which are not cohesive, you're going to say no. And you're going to do whatever it takes to block those attacks from happening again. I read way too many stories about parents who have financially supported their sons and daughters. I'm not even talking about 16-year-olds. We're talking 20, 25, 30, 35, 40-year-olds. They still have them on their insurance plan, their cell phone plan. They're paying their rent. They're giving them thousands of dollars for homes and cars and education and the whatnot. And these parents wonder why their sons and daughters are disconnected and only come around when the bank is open. But yet, on the other hand, they have absolutely no need for you. And the second you say no because maybe your accounts have run dry, you are the worst mom in the world. And then they're going to dig more stuff up on you and remind you of what a terrible person you are. So I want you to start saying no. And initially, if you can't do it on the phone or face to face, you just send a text and you say, I'm no longer able to X, Y, Z. That's no longer in the cards for me. So if you need help, you're going to have to ask somebody else. And you're going to have to disconnect because sometimes the barrage that comes as a result is heck. And they will wear you down until you say yes. So stop allowing your sons and daughters to pile on you. If they've got issues, they've got to deal with that stuff on their own because I can't. I have way too many of my own situations going on. Plus, who knows what's around the corner? What if you hear from a friend, your best friend calls you and says, I have breast cancer, and you want to be there for her, but yet your children are pulling you in one direction because they know if you leave to help your friend, you're not going to be available for them. But you have to do what's right for you. So, anyways, start to say no, take care of yourself, and that's all there is to it. I will be back.